Thank you for connecting to your soul healing, where we talk about the most human feelings, things, everything. When we focus on your soul healing, wow, your soul's healing. I'm getting revelations left and right on this journey, and it's ugly. Facing them shadow selves, facing what's going on in the in the real for real, it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. All of the stuff that's just been revealed to me within the last hour. And I couldn't even begin to say them all. Partly because of the fact of one makes me, in my mind, feel like a freaking criminal. According to the world's view on a lot of different things, and I can't even imagine this is even in my realm right now. Like, how did this happen? It feels almost as though it was some sort of like spiritual attack on me, like some type of block in me to stop being the normal person that I always been, unless I'm really not. And what the hell is this? This confusion is crazy. I'm not even trying to be confused at this point. I'm doing everything I can to not be confused, but it's just seemingly that everything makes sense, but I'm having a hard time making sense of it. My bad. A mother's work. I gotta be, I'm the mother, so I gotta be the mother. Sometimes I feel unfit. Like why was I given this job? To be a mother? Or why did I choose this job for myself? The universe is saying that we created our atmospheres. We created our world. And I'm not seeing that as a lie at all, because I'm seeing the results of my choices. The results of my choices. And boy, like the one after another, one after another, one after another, one after another. And I keep hearing it's called Kundalini Awakening. I'm going to get more sophisticated with this. It's going to happen. I don't know what's to come after this point, but I'm asking God to fix it for me now. And I don't expect that he would or expect that he won't. This is just, it's mind-boggling how my choices created my atmosphere. I am partly grateful for that and partly just absolutely ashamed of myself. That's my truth. It's like, at what cost? At what cost are you willing to sacrifice something for something else? To have more than you've ever had before, what are you willing to sacrifice? it gets me to a point where I'm like, yeah, I need to get off the grid at this point. I need to get off the grid. I need a great reset, a for real reset. Because what the hell? What have I done? What have I done to me? What have I done to me? I guess the shadow part is saying, yeah, this is me. I fucked up. I made some terrible mistakes. I made some terrible mistakes. And I'm trying to forgive myself at this very moment for them. I'm trying to forgive myself. I don't know how to do that. I'm still learning how to do that. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. I at some point feel like there may have been some sort of attack on me spiritually that caused me to have like some sort of hypnosis to do these things to myself, because the realization right now is that I did this to me. Whatever's going on around me, I did this to me. I can't blame nobody. My choices created the environment that I'm in. My choices. If I don't like my body, I was supposed to be exercising. I was supposed to be eating healthy, knowing better. I seemingly came into this world knowing better, and yet I did not do it. Is that not insanity? For some people who want to stay here, who want to live, how is that? How can you not take care of your body? Your life. That's the first revelation. The second is the fact that my children are here because of me. I wasn't ready to have children, and I struggled the whole time trying to raise them because I didn't listen to my intuition and not stand firm on what I wanted for myself. I settled for somebody who was not right. Who wasn't right for me. Because right for me would have stuck it out, would have did everything that needed to be done, would have made sure that we didn't want for nothing as much as he could. He would have followed it through with me. That's right for me. That's right for me. He wouldn't have ran out when it got too hard. He wouldn't have ran away when it got too hard. He would have did what he was supposed to do by his children and made sure that his children were good. He just knew that his children were good because they were with me. My revelation is, I knew that. I knew he wasn't strong enough. I knew he wasn't wise enough. I knew he wasn't smart enough. I knew he wasn't resilient enough. I knew he wasn't brave enough. I knew. But yet I stuck it out with him. In so-called sake of the children. For the sake of the children. How is it for the children? Because in my mind, it's all because of me. What I wanted. What I wanted was my children to have their father in their household. Or with them. Near them. So that when they got to an older age, they would be more adjusted, be more happy, be more. But what did I do? I banked the happiness and health of mentally of my children on my bad choice to stick it out with somebody I knew was not the one for me. Pow, pow, pow. Fire, fire. It's just one after another, man. You can't blame nobody but yourself. There's nobody else to blame. Your choices created your surroundings. Just got through talking to my cousin about this yesterday. Nobody has control over you but you. When I wrote that down, I wasn't saying it for everybody. I was saying it for me. Nobody can control Yolanda. And that's the real 100. Nobody can control me. Nobody. Not even my parents. My parents couldn't even control me. A lot of people's parents controlled them. Say, hey, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. You ain't going to do nothing else. You're going to do that, and that's it. You're going to be what I want you to be. And that's it. Every parent projects their wants and needs on and the happiness of the things that they were missing on their children. They do it every generation. It's the same. I want my children to be what I couldn't be. I wanted my children to do what I couldn't do. How can I get them to see my vision of that if they don't see the vision of that? They don't see it. All they see is what I'm projecting to them now. That I make bad choices. Let's put it this way. I made bad choices. I said I was going to change multiple times and didn't. And then they had to suffer through the same things that I was trying to stop them from suffering from, being without a father. Do I really deserve the man of my life? The love of my life? Do I really deserve that person? Because am I good enough for him? Am I? But just as well as I have my imperfections and shadows that I never wanted to look in the face. I never wanted to look those shadows in the face and say, oh, there I am. That's the real me. I don't like that me. That me, yes, got me this nice house. That me, yes, got me that good job. Or was that this me? The me I want to be, the higher self me, the more knowledgeable me, the more clearly seeing me, the more awakened me. The awakened me don't even know where to start to clean up the mess the sleep shadow me did. Where do I start? How do I start? And I'm hearing now the only way to start is to just start. Just do it. Something. It don't matter what. Anything. Do it. Do it. Just like when I started my intermittent fasting journey back in 2021, around the time when I was trying to get this house. And I remember it's like I don't have the person around me distracting me from my goals and my journey no more. So now it's time to work on me. Now it's time to get me right. Now it's time to heal. Now it's time to work on me and see me the way I want to see me. That me, it was like somebody snapped their fingers and it was two different me's immediately. The me I didn't want to be and the me I wanted to be. I was running from the me I didn't want to be to try to be the me I want to be. And in running from the me I didn't want to be, I see the me I was running from. I had to turn around and look back for a second. Just turn around and looking back for a second helped me to see, damn. It's like I took a big ass giant leap from nowhere. Automatically, I turn around and see a whole backdrop of a whole different life, a whole different world, a whole different person reflecting me. And I'm just looking like, ugh, that's not the me I want to be. And the me I want to be, don't want to be, is on the other end of that, pulling me, saying, hey, come back here. Let's stay here. And I'm going, no, I don't want to stay there. I don't like that side. I don't like it back there. I don't like those things. That's ugly to me. That's uncomfortable to me. It's time for me to go somewhere where it's comfortable. I heard 19 Keys say, a person who's comfortable is weak. If you're comfortable, you're weak because you don't even want to fight to be different, to see more, to have more. You don't want to fight to have that personal peace, that personal love and appreciation that you spinning your wheels at this point, just because you think you being in this part is going to keep you good. But good is stepping over taking that giant leap of faith and saying, I want different. I want more. I want new. I want adventures. I want difference. I want not abundance, but versatility. That's what I want. And then I realized while I'm running from monotony, I'm in a monotony. I'm in like a hamster wheel. Like, make it make sense, bro. Everybody is going through something. Everybody. And that's why I'm sitting here like, I'm going through this revelation of knowing that I created this life for me. I don't like my body. Why? Obviously, you could tell I don't like my body. Because if I liked my body, I would have taken care of my body the way I was supposed to take care of my body. Eat healthy and exercise. I was always told that. All through my journey as a child. Eat healthy and exercise. I didn't listen. I went straight to the junk food. As soon as I had some money, first thing I'm buying is junk food. to ease that fix, excuse my yawning. But this is getting, the last couple of days, I haven't slept well. I've been having dreams seemingly every night or every morning. I've not had this many dreams in a long time. Usually my dreams are, I haven't had it like for months. It seemed maybe years. I went without having dreams. I don't know what the heck this was about. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Oh, man. I'm hearing karmic cycles are broken. The karmic cycles are broken. I don't know what that means, but the karmic cycles are broken. Somebody needed to hear that. In finding myself, I'm seeing other things. I'm seeing other people. I'm seeing more. I'm seeing a lot more. Them dreams are coming in every morning now for the past week. Something is going on. And been messages to me. I believe that it's nothing that I didn't know. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff. It's been a lot of stuff. It's hard to explain all of it. But that's why I have a dream journal. Yes, I got to write this stuff down. Because, geez, I don't understand. It's giving me Daniel in the book, the Holy Bible. I always read King James Version. It's the only version I ever read. I tried to read New English Translation or something, or New International Version or something. All of that stuff, I can't read it because it don't sound right to me. And maybe it's because I started reading the King James Version first. It's like I can't hear the other versions. The other versions don't sound right to me. It's so weird. It's plain English. Y'all, I just suffered a nosebleed. That's different. I haven't suffered a nosebleed. God. I want to say a couple of years. And I'm trying to figure out where the nosebleed came from. And partially, I'm hearing that it's dry air. The air is dry. I opened my windows yesterday to get some air in my room. And I'd like to froze to death. Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know. When I'm on vacation from work, the days blend. So I don't know which day it was. I'm thinking it was the day before yesterday. I had opened my window to ventilate my room. Like I said, I kind of froze to death. Not to death, of course, but I was freezing in here. Like, it took a while for my room to warm back up. So I don't know if I overheated or if I was just having a major like meltdown because I just realized something about my daughter. Lord have mercy. And one of the reasons why I started this video, like I said, I'm blaming myself at this moment. I am in deep regret. I'm not feeling like a good mother. And I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do to help the situation. I'm almost in a panic, but at the same time, like, I can't believe it. You know, like I said, the choices you make in this world cause you to do things that you wouldn't have originally thought to do. You wouldn't have fathomed that you would do. Like the mistakes that people make by just being here. It's bananas. I'm sure a lot of people sit back and regret after things happen. Like, damn, why did I do that? What the fuck was I thinking? Oh my God. Like, am I crazy or what? What is happening? I call on God. I call on God all the time and say, God, like, help me with this. Help me understand this. Help me see this, what is going on, so that I can have a clear way to get to what I need to do. Like, what I need to do to help myself and my children. Like, help me see what I need to do, because I can't believe that I would put myself in this position. Like, I every time I'm filled with regret all the time. Like, I could have said no. I could have not went. I could have rescheduled. Or I could have went when I was supposed to go. Whether it was procrastination or impulsiveness to do the wrong thing, the thing that I was not told to do. Because my first reaction is, ooh, I want to do that. The most dangerous thing to do, I ran to it to do. And I said, oh, I'm going to do that. And I'm immediately hearing reprimandation in my head, like, don't do that. You shouldn't do that. You're not going to like yourself when you finish doing that. Don't do that. And then I go, but I just want to see if it's going to come out different this time. And then poof, I don't like how the outcome is. And I did it. I knew the outcome was going to be this way, and I did it anyway. I believe I was suffering a curse of hypnotism for a little while because of my choices. I was under a curse. I was calling on Jesus all the time. I'm saying, Lord, help me, Jesus. Lord, help me, Jesus. I don't know how to fix me. I want to control everything. The only person I'm supposed to be controlling is me. The only thing you have to do down here is control yourself. God said, keep my commandments. Fear God and keep my commandments is the whole duty of man. I remember that in Ephesians. I want to say 18 or 13. The whole duty of man is to keep my commandments. And then I hear, God didn't give us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Make it make sense to me. If God didn't give us the spirit of fear, why is his only commandment that our only duty on this planet is to fear him and keep his commandments? Sounds like double talk. It's confusion. It's a little weird. And I'm just putting two and two together. I'm seeing the science behind the religions, the books. I'm seeing the science as well as the connection to the spiritual realm. It's some sort of connection, but there's confusion. There's a lot of confusion. How are you aware of your own confusion? make it make sense. You talking about awakening beyond understanding. How are you aware of your own confusion if you that confused? Or is it that I'm now realizing more and asking more questions? Because if the Bible is saying in one part, God created man in his image. Man created he him. Male created he him. Male and female created he them. Or something of that sort. Male and female created he them. Male and female created he them. So he created men and women in his own image. And it said every tree of the garden you may freely eat, except for the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Lest you surely die. In the spiritual practices, dying is not a bad thing. Dying is the transition to rebirth. Life is eternal. Life is eternal. Once you have life, it's eternal. Once you're born, you're here. You will always exist. You're just going to exist in a hell or in a heaven, in a low vibrational place or a high vibrational place. The spiritual meaning of it hits me in my gut. When I get that feeling hitting in my gut, I know it's something real to it. At one point, the book hit me, but I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. It's something else to it. I'm feeling like something was missing. I was still feeling that missing feeling. Okay, that's that feeling of I'm closer to my understanding than I have been. I'm getting closer and closer to it. What all you're getting, get understanding. I heard it all the time. What all you're getting, get understanding. And I've been getting understanding. Beyond belief, beyond compare, beyond measure. And it's been something. My children. Oh my goodness. I remember hearing a spiritual thing on YouTube say, at this point, protect your DNA. As I was writing in my journal, I saw protect your DNA. That's what he mean by protect your DNA. Your DNA, I had to run to the bathroom. Your DNA is not just you. Not just you, the physical you, yourself. It's not just you. Your DNA is your children as well. Protect your DNA. Blood of my blood. My children are blood of my blood. Flesh of my flesh. My children are flesh of my flesh. I remember doing a video similar to this where I was like, God is love. Literally, God is love. The truth. Love wins always. Love always prevails. Love is eternal. And I'm hearing all of these things like, yeah, in the midst of it all, God is still there. in the midst of it all. He said, come to me in all thy ways, acknowledge me. Because there are many ways that you are realizing that you're not perfect. You're not perfect. There is no person on this earth that is perfect. Not one person. Forgiveness. Oh my goodness. It ties into forgiveness. Forgive people. Ooh, I hear it. Jesus said it. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. He died for our sins. If that Bible says he died for our sins so that we would not perish but have everlasting life, what is the lack of these things? The Bible says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. So then it falls back to that beginning statement in Genesis to me. Knowledge. My people perish for the lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge, meaning don't have it. They don't have knowledge. So if my people perish for the lack of knowledge, that means that eating from the tree of knowledge and good and evil that was forbidden for us to do, how is it forbidden if we perish for the lack of knowledge? Because it said, if you eat from the tree of knowledge and good and evil, you will surely die. So when we die, is that a good thing or a bad thing? So it's basically like a trick on words. If we were being tricked, we were under some hallucination, some type of spell. Words are spells. Make it make sense, y'all, because it's what it's saying. Like, you speak those things as though they were. You speak those things as though they were. So words, bro, are spells. You can make things happen by the words you speak. Lord, help me, Jesus, help me, God. I ask that all energies that do not belong to me be returned to their rightful owner with peace, love, and light. I ask that my energy be returned to me with peace, love, and light. I sever the cords of negative attachments with peace, love, and light. I sever the cords of negative soul ties with peace, love, and light. I command all energies that do not belong to me be returned to their rightful owner with peace, love, and light. I command all evil intentions toward me, my house, my family, be banished with peace, love, and light. I don't know I know what made me come to this video, to do this video, because I feel that I need to journalize my journey. Hence the word journal. It's the videos, the journals helps me to show this is a process. This is a process, and every day you gotta fight your demons. The shadow parts of you that you don't like, you gotta fight them every day. You have to be resilient. He said in the Bible, this is what I'm saying. He said in the Bible that those who endure to the end shall inherit the kingdom. Endure till the end. Endure and faint not. Regardless of the pain that you're going through, He never said it was going to be easy. The pain that you're going through, the pain that you're suffering, the things that you see and the things that are going on around you, do not fret. Do not fumble. Do not fall. Do not alter. Do not be weary in well doing. Same difference. Weary and worry, same difference. Okay? And boy, worry not for tomorrow. I'm just hearing these different statements from the Bible that I resonated with, and it stuck with me in my spirit. And all you're getting, get understanding. So you not here by accident. Everything it's all happening for a reason. It's a higher design here beyond your current capacity of knowledge. Which goes back to that statement I hear. Excuse me again. My bodily functions are just really showing up for some reason. My yawning and gastric sounds. And excuse me. Please excuse me. It's not ladylike. But I'm seeing how the correlations of everything from my past, all my traumas, all of this stuff, like the correlations is crazy. Everything is connected. And for people to ostracize one way or another is a little odd. Like, I grew up Christian, Baptist, or anything of that sort. A black church. I don't know. Black churches. There was mostly Southern-like churches where they did a lot of hooping and hollering. They did a lot of shouting and praying. A lot of crying and believing that the pastor was the holiest of holies. Pastor can't do no wrong. As I was growing up, pastor can't make no mistakes. But they just a man just like me. One man. But I'm man. Womb man. Woman. Anyway, I'm woman. So that person is of man just like me. They make mistakes too. Nobody's perfect down here. But to confine people because of the mistakes they make, and realizing now that it was some sort of like lapse in judgment moment, or some type of lapse in reality moment, where you sitting there like, oh my God, regretting your choices. Like, what? Wait a minute. Why the fuck did I do that? So it's like, every time I see that for myself, it's so hard not to beat myself up. And learning now that beating myself up ain't making the situation better. It ain't gonna make it better. Excuse me again. I didn't get much sleep for the last couple of days, actually. And when I did go to sleep, I had these crazy dreams that had me just doing some weird stuff in my sleep, like jumping, like jerking. But I'm starting to think that maybe, oh my goodness, my sleep apnea may be coming back somehow, because me having those like jerks in my sleep, like I'm waking up jerking. Because I needed to see something in those dreams. Like, maybe that's why. Oh, see what I'm just keep getting these revelations over and over again. I used to be in, like, I had a CPAP machine and I had it over my face at night For a while, it was no issues. It was actually helping me. I ended up losing weight. I lost like 75 pounds. And it was like my I was back to a good place. Like my pains in my knees and my back went away. Not so much so, but because after a while of like sitting or after a while of standing, I would start feeling it. Or laying, I would start feeling it. But throughout, like I had energy to jump or like walk around more and walk up and down the stairs without running out of breath and stuff. Like I was feeling good for a long time. And I was watching my intake of junk food like very closely. Recently, I kind of fell off since the kids' birthdays. And I done went and gained like 10 of those pounds back, and I'm just disgusted. Like, what in the world can I do? Like, I have to do something. I have to start with me. And my daughter, realizing what happened with my daughter and how I feel I neglected her and made these issues that I did not expect. And how I want to just like, oh my goodness. I want to hit. This is where I just go back around in circles. Like, it's so weird. I'm trying to remove myself from that. But the only thing I could think of to do is to fix it now. I have to fix it. I have to fix it in the best way I know how to fix it. And it's starting with my diet. I have to change my diet. If I'm changing my diet, I have to show my daughters. I was just saying this to my cousin yesterday. It's so weird. I have to show my daughters, I have to show my children that it has to be done. The things that we don't want to do, the hardest things that we don't want to deal with, we have to do it. Because the end results are what we trying to get. We're trying to get healthier. We're trying to get better. We're trying to feel better. And the only way to do that, we have to start by healing our health, healing our physical bodies inside and out, emotionally, mentally, physically. It just has to be done. It's no getting around it. We got to do it the health food way. We got to go through health food. We got to be healthy. We can't eat all of this junk food and this sugar, definitely. This sugar is exactly what we should not be consuming. Anything sugar. Fruit sugar is different. But no sugar. Like processed sugars, and that stuff gotta go. Ugh. I'm gonna figure this out the best way I can. That's so far exercise, changing diets, and just checking up on our health to make sure we stay in a normal range, at least keep ourselves at a homeostasis. This is where it gets real. This is where it gets real. This is the transition that I've been being prepared for. It's been the ugly, dark monster I have not wanted to deal with for a long time. And that's me. That's a procrastinator. That's I wouldn't even say lazy. It's more so just a procrastinator. Like, I'm double procrastinator. It gets to a point where it could seem lazy, yeah. But it's more so just the procrastination thing. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then when it's time to do it, it's like normally it has to get bad for me to go, oh shoot, I could have prevented this. Oh shoot, I could have did something different. Oh shoot. It's a vicious cycle that I'm in at this moment, and I'm working on me. This is the healing journey that I'm on, okay? In healing, we got to be honest about a lot of stuff. Stuff that we didn't want to be honest about. Oh my goodness. I'm trying so hard not to be ashamed of myself right now. I'm trying so hard. I hear my friends saying, Yolanda, you just like everybody else. People make mistakes. You know, you learn from them and you do better. I'm like, but if I was looking on the outside, if I was outside looking in at my life, seeing it the way I'm seeing it in my life, I wouldn't like this. I would be saying something. I would be upset. And I'd be going, no, this shouldn't be happening. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't say that. That's wrong. And that's when I noticed, like, throughout my journey of being a mother, I'd say some things that I didn't mean to say in a way that it was going to hurt them immediately. It's at the time I'm saying it's out of anger or frustration and impatience. And I'm going, be right now. Not when you want to be right or when it takes you time to be right. Be right when I want you to be right. And it gets them confused because they sitting there looking like, what? I don't know. I'm just getting here, Same thing happened to me when I was a child. I was being yelled at I was supposed to come into this world knowing already what to do. And punished for not knowing what to do when I got here. Because every person that was around me, that were older than me, that were raising me, they were yelling at me, they were cursing at me, they were angry at me for no reason. I'm like, what did I do to them but be here? What did I do to them but be here? If y'all see me looking at all different ways, I got a lot of little action items on my walls that take my attention. Unfortunately, the ADD is real, okay? The OCD is real. I'm looking at everything that's out of place and the different colors that I have on the walls and sticky notes. All of the different, like I said, action items all around my room. So if you see me looking off, I'm in deep thought while I'm thinking to say what I need to say and looking at the different things on the walls. So it's nobody here. It's just me. Well, physically, there's no one here, but I'm apparently surrounded by angels and ancestors. At one point in my life, I felt I was the loneliest. Like there was nobody here for me. Nobody going to help me. Nobody going to take me anywhere, take me what I needed. I felt so stranded. What they call that song from back in the day, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. And the other one, oh my goodness, because it was in ATL. It was on ATL too. Wow, what's the name of that song? It said something about mama. It had something about mama. I don't know, but Motherless Child. That's the name of the song. I used to sing it in choir. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Oh my goodness. That song, all of this stuff resonate with me. I'm sitting there like when I was a kid, like, oh my God. I feel like a motherless child sometimes, like a long way from home. Like trying to find my way. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm out here by myself for a long time growing up. I felt lonely. Like I was out here by myself. Like my spirit guides, my angels was so silent, but still loud. And I just didn't know who they were. I would hear them talking to me, giving me guidance in my mind, but I'm like, just thinking it was me. Saying, oh, well, I'm probably crazy. Like, I didn't mean to think that, because I'm hearing it in my head, like, oh, not thinking that my head, my intuition was the spirit guide saying, hey, do this, go here, do that, don't do that, don't touch that. As I'm always investigating my children, asking them questions like, where did God come from? Y'all can remember God before I can. Don't get in my picture because your hair is not right. You don't get in my video. Not right now. You got to put a scarf on, a bonnet on, or something. What about me? You too. I'm just trying to, I'm always asking them little questions like, what are they, what did they see before they came here? Can they remember anything? Because when I was a kid, I used to think about that kind of stuff. Like, where did I come from? How did I get here? I'm only who they say I was. They tell me my name is Yolanda, then okay, my name is Yolanda. You're talking about just going from one place to another in my mind, okay? Like, I'm all over the place. Trying not to feel so overwhelmed by it. Because it's like all these different revelations I've been getting. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. And I'm like, who do I tell this stuff to? Like, who do I talk to about this? Who gonna understand me? And I'm pretty sure it's other people out here thinking like me, but it's just a matter of if we will ever cross paths, because I'm a path number 8. So I know I have to, that it means something, because the 8's coming up all over the place, 8's understandable. Infinity is a large number. Extremely large number, and 8 is replicated so many different times in these numbers, but goodness gracious, I'm seeing 8s everywhere. And I'm not talking about just 8, the 1 8. I'm talking about double 8s, triple 8s, quadruple 8s, everywhere. It's like I was watching a video last night and they were dancing, a choreographer, Janelle, dancing to this song I like, and the studio they were in said 88. I don't normally look at that kind of stuff in the background. Like, I was looking at the people who was dancing, because that was the point. Look at the dancers. Look at what they're doing. How their bodies were moving in choreography to the song so perfectly, and giving you the feeling that you wanted at that moment. Like, yes, they hitting them points like they supposed to. Like, they doing with their bodies what they supposed to do with their bodies for that dance. Nobody's supposed to be looking at the background. Like, the background is nice and everything, but who's really looking at the background? I looked at the background this one time. I paid attention to the background, and it said 88 in words. But why did it say 88? Because I've been seeing 88, 888, 88, 88 over everywhere. And then, boom, 88 behind these people dancing perfectly to this song I like. I'm sitting here like, it gotta mean something. It gotta mean something. And I just don't know at the moment what it means, but I know it has something to do with me, because doing the numerology of my name and the numerology of my my birthday, I know my life path number is 8, but I just don't know. I gotta look up the life path meaning, basically. Like, what does that mean? Y'all catching me at the beginning of my journey, like pretty much where I'm needing to now put into action all the things that I've been revealed, all the things that I've been learning. what they call downloads. I've been getting the ringing in my ears and like these high pitched tones. Some people are going, "Oh, that means something is wrong with you." I'm like, "What?" If you're hearing high pitched tones, then that means you got this or that going on. And I'm like, "Oh my God." I don't claim those things. I don't claim those things on my body. Like, everybody is trying to put these negative things on me. I'm looking everywhere. I'm supposed to be looking at this. I'm supposed to be, I can't, everything that they said I was supposed to have, I haven't had. And I'm sitting there like, why are they saying this? Like, they trying to speak this on my life, trying to make me speak it for myself. Like, oh, be in fear that you're going to have this because getting fat means you're going to get this. And I'm sitting there, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it because I'm not going to do everything that y'all want me to do. I'm not going to have those diseases because I'm not eating all the things that y'all want me to eat. And of course, they sneak the chemicals and all of that into your foods. And then when we realize what the ones that are the chemically induced foods and the natural organic foods, they go, oh, let me up the prices on these foods because they're going to try to start eating these good foods instead of these bad foods because they ain't going to be able to afford the good foods no more. It's all design. Why they want to kill us off so bad? Who are we to them? What are we to them that they want to kill us off so bad? They want to chemically induce our air, chemically induce our water, chemically induce our food. Why? Why do they want to poison us so bad? And then make us pay to keep our air clean, make us pay to keep our water clean, make us pay to keep our food clean. But we didn't create the problem. Why do we have to pay to fix the problem? This is where I'm going with when it comes to my choices, creating my realm. I created my children, so I deal with the consequences of that. Meaning sleepless nights because you worried about your children being safe all night. Going without money because you making sure your children have everything they want and need first. Mostly need first. And then after that, whatever's left over for you, you get to have, and that still don't seem like enough because you've given it all to everybody else already. You've given all your money. You've given all your time and your energy to somebody else. By the time it's time to take care of you, you left with just falling asleep at night and not really doing that well because you still thinking about all the stuff you got to do. All the stuff that still need to be done that you haven't done yet. Why? Because you procrastinate. Why? Because you're tired. Why? Because you got too much stuff to do. I haven't been able to afford a therapist in a while, so this is therapy for me. This is therapy for me. I can say what I want to say without the interjections and the interruptions and the what do you call it? And that's basically the interruptions, because they'll ask questions and they'll want you to stop right there and just deal with this right here. What about this right here? Okay. So I get that. I get that part. But sometimes I just want to get it out. I need to get it out. Then we can work on one thing at a time. Because you dragging out how I'm feeling right now to focus on one feeling at a time. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being impulsive and impatient, that I got to get it all out right now because I'm tired of holding it on me. I'm tired of it. I said it the other day. to my cousin yesterday. In conclusion of this, of course, I had to stop for a second to take care of my kids. Um, I just wanted to let you all know that, yeah, you're gonna be seeing more of me as best as I can do it. I have to do some recordings of my journey. Like, I have to show me actually doing the things that I plan to do when it comes to my health, whether it's eating healthy, exercising, the process that I'm going through every day or every other day or every week, whatever. I'm not making no plans to do it every day. I don't think I'll be able to do it every day because there's a lot to it. I mean, I want to do some progression videos for like my journey of what I was going through day one, which I'm going to consider today being December 29th. Yeah, December 29th, 2023. Today being the first day, that revelation of some stuff got to change. And I got to be the one to change it. And if I want my children to be better, I have to be better. I have to start with me. I have to show them how it works, how it helps to heal inside and out so that we can be better selves, so that we can do better, heal anything and anybody can be healed. It's if you want to be healed. It's if you're going to do the things that you need to do, make the moves you need to make to heal. It's your journey and your journey alone. And however long you take on your journey, that's your business. Because everybody's business is different. It may be that we all have journeys. That's the only thing we have collectively alike, is that we all have journeys. But our journeys are specific to us individually. We may be one, 11 o'clock. We may be one, it's 11 a.m. at this very moment. So uh, it's just, it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to process. It's a lot. But we got to start somewhere. My grandmother, I was on the phone with her yesterday too. And she said, it's so much that's going on. It's kind of hard to just adjust to how this world is and what's, you know, going on right now. The things that we being bombarded with, it's always something. We need filters. We need air purifiers. We need water filters and purifiers and reverse osmosis and distillers. We need all types of stuff. With the food, we gotta buy the most organic fruits and vegetables as possible, as close to organic as possible. And that's hard to do because now you gotta bank on the fact that these people are doing what they're supposed to do. Because if the FDA approve these drugs and chemicals to be in our food, do you think they're gonna be honest about if our fruits and vegetables are certified organic or not? If they are actually organic? I'm just that it's just so odd how these people have the power to do this to so many people at once. Oh, 111 on the timer. Come on, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna tell me this ain't no divine situation right now. That God is talking to me, He's speaking to me, He giving me some knowledge and understanding, and He helping me know something. If I was cursed, if I was being, you know, pet, you know, what's that word I'm looking for? Tossed away. Like, what did he say? If I was falling away, why, if I was a falling away, how am I getting all this knowledge and understanding that the Bible said I should get? 111:55 on the timer now. It's weird. How in the world am I getting this knowledge and understanding? If it wasn't meant for me to have it. And anybody I talk to, normally the ones that are in my soul tribe, they say the same thing. Like, yeah, right? Like, I get that. Like, you right, that makes sense. The ones who don't, just sitting there listening to you talking, it's like it's going right over their head. Like they not processing what you're saying. Now, I don't know nothing about all that. I hear. I don't know about that. Okay, but next subject. Let me talk about me now. And I'm sitting there like, because if you get it, you reciprocate in the conversation. If you get it, you go and continue the conversation. Like, we could talk about this all day. Look I'm already at an hour and 12 minutes. An hour and 13 minutes exactly. Because it's some real stuff. This is deep for me. It's deep. Because stuff is crazy. Is the knowledge is being like just, it's astronomical. It's beyond my understanding, beyond the control of my mental capacity. Like that emoji of that man head, like his top was blew off and it's confetti, because it's like, wow, like what the he got this look like, what the just blown. You didn't even see my face when I was like, what the because I was all out the camera. I'm just moving my hand around. Yeah, I'm a baby in this. I'm still learning. I'm trying to be as authentically me as possible. It's so much less stressful. Worrying about what my hair look like, worrying about if my lips dry, which I know they are, and oh well, I have a tongue, I can wet it. Keep it moving. Like what my background look like, what my shirt look like, all that. Oh my God, so what? So what? We all here to do the same thing, which is learn. Learn something. Use these experiences to help you understand something. Only person you can control is you. You can't control nobody else. Yeah, at this point, they got to hypnotize you to do it. They got to poison your food and your water and your air to do it, to get you to fall in line and do what they want you to do. Just make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. Because if that was the case, why are they doing it? If they didn't need to do it to keep us in a lower vibration so that we wouldn't know more, why are they doing it? Why is it illegal to have knowledge that they wanted to write it into the Bible? Just to keep us confused and not practicing what we need to practice to be healthy individuals, to be healed individuals, to use our energy for good, to use our energy and our knowledge for good, for the good of people. They don't want us to know this, because if we know this, then they have no power. They have no authority to keep us in bondage, to keep us working for the rest of our lives until the day that we die broke. Make it make sense. If we ain't supposed to have all of this knowledge, why are they trying to keep it from us at the same time? Like, if we don't, us having this knowledge is illegal. If it's wrong for us to know something, what's the cost of knowing it? Knowing what we need to know. What's the cost? Why are they willing to go through all these extremes to keep us from the knowledge that we need to have? If our minds can grasp it, if our minds can calculate it, if our minds can hold it, the information, why are they trying to keep it from us as though they have the authority over the knowledge and we don't? I mean, make it make sense. I'm waiting for that answer, by the way. I don't know who I'm hearing it from, whether it's God gonna give me another download one day. He gonna let me know what I need to know as time go on, but y'all learning as I'm learning. Y'all going as I'm going, because we all waking up from this weird, stupid hypnosis thing that we've been under. We all waking up from it. Slowly, some people are more than others. And others have wakened, but they fighting to stay asleep. They don't want to wake up. I get that part. Because waking up means that you have to do something now. You notice, now what you going to do about it? And I've always been action oriented, where I got to do something. I can't just sit here and not do nothing. I got to do something. If I can work so hard and so much and so bad and so strong for this man's money that he created out of nothing, and said that I have to work for it for the rest of my life, if I can do all this stuff for him and his fiat currency, why can't I do it for me and the health and the healing and the longevity of life on this planet? You got to be kidding me, right? You got to be freaking kidding me that I would be willing to chase a dollar, chase a material thing, and forget some morals. More so, forget some values. Let's put it that way. Forget the values that I originally had. How could I forget my values? If I don't have anything else, I have my values. And I would forget my values for this fiat currency, for these material things. But my material thing was getting my house. I was so distracted and consumed with the idea that I need to get this house. I want a house. I want to get me a house. Why? And the lack of knowledge was that I didn't know that these people were setting me up for an okie doke. Setting me up. They've been setting me up a long time, because they set the stage for other people. Like, oh, you ain't winning it if you ain't got your own house, if you ain't owning your own land, if you ain't owning your own property. So you can have all the clothes and the cars you want, but if you ain't got your own place to live, you ain't doing nothing with your life. You ain't doing nothing. Who are you? You here making other people rich right now. You here giving other people equity. You here giving other people a lifelong generational heirloom. Does it make sense? How are you willing to preserve someone else's life before your own? Make it make sense. How are you willing to make sure they're good first before yourself? Even the airlines say, when your mask come down, don't put yours on your child's first, put it on yourself. Because how you going to help her without helping you first? Boom. Okay? Boom. And it just makes, it comes back to full circle again for me. Because that goes back to my house. I wanted to plant an heirloom for my children. And in the midst of planting an heirloom for my children, taking care of that aspect of taking care of my children, I forgot other aspects of taking care of my children. It makes me feel like a terrible mother. Terrible mother right now. and question God as to why am I a mother right now? How am I here as a mother right now? How could I be a mother right now? I don't resonate with the term mother. What the heck? Because where was my antennas? Where was my antennas? I was distracted by my focus on getting my house. And it takes almost 3 years for me to realize that. 3 years? Where have I been mentally? Where have I been? Oh my God. Ugh. So here I go again. You see what I'm saying? I'm back at zero. I'm back at zero again because I'm like, ooh, what kind of weird cycle am I in right now? And I'm going from okay to laughing and happy, and then, oh my God, the world is about to end again. It's like a weird cycle of events in my head. And I'm trying to silence it. I'm trying to bring it to a steady, a momentum that I can control. And it's kind of hard to do that. The best I can do at this point is to continue to give myself affirmations and remind myself that it's going to get better. All things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. I didn't keep that scripture in me for no reason. That scripture resonated with me, something different, when I was going through a time where I was in a shelter and I blamed myself for being in a shelter. I said, oh, I'm here because of me, because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. I mean, it just goes in a weird domino effect. One thing led to another that got me here. And all of them were my choices. All of them were my choices that got me in that predicament. That got me in that situation. So I had to get me out of that situation. And in my focus on getting me out of that situation, in turn, I neglected my children and the values of my children. Oh my God. I used to look at people like, oh, these rich people, they just give their kids to somebody else to raise while they focus on getting that money. They're like, here, I don't want to mess them up and neglect them while I'm over here getting this bag, so you do that. Hence, sending them to boarding schools and having nannies. Poor folks don't know about that. Us kids, latchkey kids, had to raise themselves. And yes, I'm going to make some mistakes in the process because I basically had to raise myself. Because we didn't have nannies. We didn't have boarding schools to keep us in line. But even those people make mistakes. They make decisions that are not good for everybody. They make decisions that hurt and harm other people indirectly or even directly sometimes. They do it too. Nobody is exempt on this planet from making bad mistakes. It's just a matter of if you're going to acknowledge your mistakes and you're going to do something about it. Those are accountability. That's real accountability. Oh, to go another word I can't really say all the time. Accountability. You stand in front of everybody and go, you know what? I did that. I made that mistake. That was my fault. I need to fix that. How can I fix that? I need to fix that. I messed that up. Can I redo this? I need a reset. I need a redo because I messed this one up. How can we fix it? You are accountable for your own actions. You're not accountable for your actions. What are you? Out of control. Out of control. You're not controlling yourself. You're not making sure you're good. You got to make sure you're good first before you start making decisions that are not for your good. You got to do what you need to do. My battery power is low. That must mean it's time for me to go. Thank you again for listening to me. I don't know who this may have resonated with. I'm grateful for you for listening thus far. And I'm grateful for the opportunity hopefully help you in your journey of healing as well. This, I believe this didn't come by just no accident. It didn't come by no, coincidence. There are no such thing as coincidences, but I'm going to say, thank you for, you know, being here with me through this. And I wish you the best on your journey with peace, love, and light. So, peace, love, and light, Soul Tribe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.